What is going on, good people? It's your boy Trouble T Roy. Get kicks wholesale at gmail.com. GETKICKZWHOLESALE at gmail.com. This video is a weigh-in video. As I research and study sneakers and YouTubers and wholesale and manufacturers and boutiques, all that good stuff. I study and I research all of that stuff, so I can then put it with what I know and gather facts and information before I actually present information to you guys. So I'm seeing every one of these sneaker guys kind of weigh in on the scoop scenario. We already know what's going on with that. We ain't got to go over that no more. It's crazy, but we ain't got to go over that no more. We see what's going on. Certain things were brought to light. It is what it is. But the point of this video is the half-truths. Half-truths. Troy, what you saying? Like, I hear people weighing in, like I heard the guy Franchise Kicks video and weighing in on what's going on with Scoop and how they present certain things, or the shoes, the fakes, quote unquote, that he was scamming people for. So that's kind of the topic tonight. Not saying he may have been shipping off. I don't know. Like I say, again, this is all alleged to me. And like I say, I'm more or less listening to people weigh in and defend a lot of the stuff with these sneaker YouTubers, man, especially the big ones. Like, to me, it's just not coincidence that a few cats are doing this, man. Like, what I feel like, and again, this is opinionated, and I'll tell you when I feel like something is opinionated. This is opinionated, but again, I'm using common sense. How come, right? Scoop gets caught up and they start uncovering all this stuff with Scoop. Who knows what happened behind the scenes before any of these big sneaker cats start filming videos behind the scenes on who's fooling with who and whose hand was in the cookie jar. How do you know? My thing is, and this is where my opinion comes in, is I just don't find it coincidence that multiple people are selling their shoe collections at certain times. And I see the reasoning. Again, some may be true, some may not. Right now, Scoop's a totally different animal, unfortunately. But how come? Like, what is it? What's the real reason behind, like, or people ain't find out that'll and if something is something that's going to damage you, I don't expect you to share it and put it on a public forum unless people are publicly putting their information out like they doing the homie Scoop. Like they doing the dude Scoop, man. They putting out, like, it's hitting publicly, and that's fault of his own. You know what kind of operation you run. You know what you doing behind the scenes when ain't nobody looking. You get what I'm saying? Like, you know what you doing. So when the ish hits the fan, you just got to be a man, grin and bear it. And it looks like he's trying to do that. Again, I don't know homie from a can of paint. But again, it's a rough situation to be in. And that's why I always tell you to handle business with integrity. Don't, tell people what you're doing. Tell people, you gotta tell them. You don't have to tell them your business operation, but keep it straight up with them. When you sell to them, hey, I get direct from these manufacturers, whatnot. If the question doesn't come up, I'll put it to you like this. People are going to inquire. So you can scratch that last statement. The question is going to come up. I'm sorry. It is. It's real. Like, people, that's what's going to come up. My thing is, just do honest business. That's it. Do honest business. Because look at all these major boutiques that's making paper doing the same thing we do. Look at it. How come they're successful and they're not authorized with the brands? Or a lot of these major YouTubers who aren't authorized with the brands, like I say, again, I don't know what's going on with the hand in the cookie jar thing, but I just don't find it coincidental that a few of these really big sneaker cats, these YouTubers, are selling their collection And I'll put it to you like this. They may all have the same plug. I'll leave that right there. That's it. Again, that's my opinion. Or they may all have similar connections. It's a possibility. And some are trying to jump out and maybe not show proof that they're connected to some degree. I'm telling you, man, this Sneakergate, part 3. That's just what it looks like to me. It don't even take a genius to kind of see things like that. I'm just, again, I tell you, I'm big on using common sense. Use your common sense. Use your common sense. Like, why? And don't be afraid to challenge what these YouTubers are putting videos about, telling you the reasons why. Don't be afraid to challenge what they say if it don't make sense. Don't. Things that don't make sense just don't make sense. It's no making sense of things that don't make sense. Does that make sense? But my point is, whatever the reason, man, don't be surprised to see other people or big sneaker YouTubers follow suit. It's a shame that things aren't organic, man. People can't use original ideas or step out and be different, or when trying to form a coalition, that they can't be honest with each other. Or not even with each other, but honest with the people, man, to keep good business going. Something happened. I'm telling you, something big behind the scenes happened. And cats are trying to get out of Dodge. Get rid of stuff. I'm telling you, like, I really feel like, and again, this is Troy's opinion, I really feel like that they have similar connects, man. Similar connects, and things didn't go smoothly because people were taking shortcuts, saw a quick buck, or people start getting over on people with certain things, and people start calling it out. It's coming out the woodworks. Because there's no way that people getting rid of their whole collection just out the blue because they tired. And they selling to get money back. You that tired of your collection, of course I'm going to try to recoup by selling some. But that collection is going to make you a hearty profit. Because I doubt that you're going to be selling them for the low. Unless, you know, you're public, your situation is public like Scoops. Where he's probably going to sell some stuff for the low because he has no choice. He got money to get back in a refund. Now, will it happen? I don't know. Again, I don't know these guys personally or him personally. I don't know. I can't tell you his integrity or his character. I have no clue. I mean, I'm a good judge of character, but I can't do it off of no YouTube video. But it's just weird to me, man. Like, and I know a lot of you feel the same. I voice the stuff that people are probably afraid to voice because they're afraid of the lashback that some of their fans or subscribers kind of made. Man, I don't care what y'all say. I mean, not my peoples. My peoples, of course, I care what y'all say. But I'm talking about fans of those guys and the reason why I don't care. You know, choose to be blind if you want, but something's wrong. Like, something is wrong with that. You know what? I think I'm gonna sell my collection too. I'm gonna sell my collection, y'all. Starting right now. I'm gonna sell it because I'm tired of doing this sneaker YouTube thing. It's not fulfilling, and I need to change my life. So, man, I'm not selling my collection. I have no reason to, unless I'm getting a good profit off of it. I mean, if I paid $200 for a shoe and you want to give me $450, I'll likely sell it to you. Absolutely. But no, I'm not selling my collection. I like my shoes and I wear them. And I'm nowhere near as big as these other cats with the collections, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, something is up, man. I'm looking with the shifty eyes. You know how your eyes go from back and forth from side to side? Like, I'm looking with the shifty eyes, and I can't wait to see who's next that's going to decide to do this. Or something along the lines. It may not be someone that's going to sell their whole collection, but someone try to change up. A lot of the feedback too and the input and people's weigh-in is that it's because things are changing with YouTube. That may partially be true. But again, I won't be able to tell you that for a fact or from experience because, like I say, we just hit maybe 730 subscribers, and I'm greatly appreciative of that. But I don't really get paid for my views and stuff. Like, not that much traffic comes to my channel because I tell the truth and speak on things that everybody else is politically correct about with the sneaker game. You know, I'm always blasting boutiques and talking about how they sell UAs and how the reason why they won't, they call themselves buy, sell, or trade shops because they have to. It protects them. And how they only will buy a couple shoes from certain people because they have to. They have to keep that name, buy, sell, trade. So they have to do that to a degree to make sure they're operating their business as they say they are. But again, why would they buy shoes from you and they're buying from the same plug that you have? They're not going to pay $1,200 from a shoe that they can get for $200. Mr. Common Sense here. This guy, Mr. Common Sense. It's a shame that nowadays people don't use their brain. It must be painful to think. I don't know. I can't tell you what it is. It must give them a headache to think with a brain that they have that's God-given. Like it's like a lot of y'all are like, can you please lie to me to make me feel better? And I'm like, nope. I'm going to tell you the truth to make you mad. That's what I'm going to do. Because the truth never really feels good at any time. Only if you appreciate it. But that's my way in, man. So like I said again, I reviewed that Franchise Kicks video, and I think he's telling the truth to a degree, but nobody's really talking about the real truths about so-called fakes. All right, nobody's talking about that kind of stuff, and it's okay for your major boutique to get UAs, which that's what people are calling fake. By the way, if I didn't put that out there for clarity. But your favorite boutiques can buy these UAs and sell you Yeezys for $600-$700, and they're getting them for $220. But they can mark them up because they're a legal business entity, and they can do that. And how their business entity is set up, they can do that to you. Yep, legally. So they're just legally raping, opposed to others, YouTubers who. They don't necessarily have a business. They might just have a website and sell it that way. And all you authenticators, man, I need y'all to jump off a building. I said that. I need y'all to jump off a building. Unless you really do legit, like, authenticating. Then, hey, I salute you. But for those that are at boutiques and sneaker conventions, yeah, y'all can definitely go play in traffic. It's late. I'm tired. I'm probably saying some things that's a little borderline mean, but I don't care. It is what it is. I deal with haters on a daily basis, and the saying is, if you don't have no haters, then it's something wrong. Go figure. So I deal with them on a daily basis. I deal with fan boys and girls who try to defend their major brand stores and things like that and boutiques, and they want me to be quiet because I'm talking too much. I'm sharing truth, and they don't agree. Like, they'll ask me things like, what do you have to prove? And I'm like, honesty. That's it. I don't get paid to do what I do. I don't even get free shoes to do what I do. I don't get no check from nobody to do what I do. I don't get no money slid to me to do what I do. Only the stuff I charge for, like sneaker education or my PDFs, just to clear that out, because people are like, oh, you're getting a lot of money to do this. No, I'm not. I still live in the hood. So for those of even you that may try to say they want to threaten me ever decide to come near where I live, I just advise you that's not a wise idea because you may not make it to my house. If I was being honest, you know, so pick your battles. And that is not a threat to anyone. It's just, hey man, I'm from I keep telling y'all I'm from the hood for real. You know, I'm trying to get to the suburbs to move my family into a more safe and secure location. But where I'm at right now, man, I ain't even gonna hold you. It's like the Wild West out this joint. So I would advise, if you're not out of town, or don't come in here on no stupid stuff. It's not smart. But hey, I'm done rambling. It's your boy Trouble T Roy. GetKicksWholesale@gmail.com. GetKicksWholesale. Twitter and handle. Twitter and Instagram handles the same. GetKicksWS and the number 1. GetKicksWS and the number 1. And yeah, you know, again, all these people weighing in, but they not telling the real truth about these shoes, because it's certain secrets that they have to keep in order to keep things that they're doing afloat with them reselling or whatever the case may be. But these sneakers, man, they're not important to me. They can make you good money, but it's what you esteem to be important is what becomes important, or the things you idolize in your life. Remember that. It's funny because I always seem to drop jewels at the end of these videos, but you know, don't idolize anything. It's not important, man. Life is short. So say, God forbid, you're here today, going tomorrow. What, you gonna have them bury your sneaks with you? Your kicks with you? They probably get mad, be like, don't put no fakes in my casket. All retail. Like it's impossible for all of these sneaker YouTubers to have a whole bunch of sneakers and they all retail. Don't make sense. But I'm sorry, I'm done. Man, I catch y'all Monday. It's your boy Trouble T Roy. GetKicksWholesale@gmail.com. Peace.